Hey everyone, my name is Hunter Page with Capital Reef Photography Tours, and I'm going to be showing you how to create an accurate color balance for this image here. Now this is going to be a global adjustment using the white balance sliders here on the right hand side. So every adjustment that we make here is going to affect the whole entire image. Now with this image you can see very warm tones throughout the entire image. So the highlights have very warm tones, which is, natural, but those warm tones spill into the shadows, which should have more cool blue, cyan kind of colors and tones to it. Even the sky itself doesn't look very blue. It looks more yellow and like very muted blue, which will be fixed in this process. So let's get into it. We're going to come over here to the right hand side in this adjustment panel and grab the temperature slider, and we're going to take this over to the left, adding cool tones into the image. And I like to just kind of play around with this and see what it looks like if I go a little beyond what it should go to. And I'm thinking about 10 looks nice. You can already begin to see really nice cool tones and neutral colors start to come into the shadows here, especially down here in the foreground. And as well as that, as you begin to see more of that yellow gradient coming up to the edge of the dune here. Let's come down to the tint and magenta slider, and just visually looking at this image, I can see magenta red tones in the shadows, so we're going to want to take those out, and we're going to push this toward green in order to do that. So we're going to take it to the left and kind of play around with this a little bit. If you add too much, it's going to look obviously very unnatural, so you want it to be very subtle. I'm going to go to about 12 here. So now looking into these shadows, you don't see red or magenta down in here. And with the adjustments that we just made, you actually begin to see more defined colors in these bushes down here, and definitely just overall in general. So this is what it looks like before and after. This will be the before image. A lot more reds on this left-hand side. And when you dip into these shadows, instead of this red, orange, yellow, and magenta tint, you have more of that cool, neutral tone in the shadows. And looking down into shadows down here, you can just see the massive difference between the before image and the after image. You get more greens back into this bush. This looks just red and orange. And then even the sky, you begin to see more blues back in here versus just yellow, kind of neutral, or less neutral, more of just muted blue. So that is how you create a nice color balance for this image. Now in this, I'm going to be making another video which you can watch, and we're going to be going into how to specifically grab the highlights of your image, so the brighter parts of your image, which would be, right in this general region, right up here, down here, and then your shadows. So we're going to be selecting those specifically and making a color balance adjustment for those. Now this will make a much larger impact on each image than a global adjustment, which we have just done. So be sure to check that out. Thank you for watching.